kindergarten learners, for our optional science learning this week, we are going to go back and we are going to look at what trees look like during the different seasons. So if you remember, we looked at what trees look like in the fall, and you said that the leaves change color, and the leaves could be yellow and orange and red and brown. Then we looked at what winter trees look like, and they just had branches because all the leaves had fallen to the ground. So right now it's spring. So we're going to go out and we're going to look at what spring trees look like. So this week you're going to get a chance to go look at spring trees around where you live. But today we're going to look at some spring trees where Mrs. Whitver lives. So we're going to go out and we're going to look in my yard. So this is Mrs. Whitver's front yard, and I have 2 trees in my front yard. Now I have this big tree in my front yard. Now this tree, I know, because I've lived in my house for many, many years, that this tree is always late to the party. So in the fall, when all these other trees in the neighborhood are turning their beautiful fall colors, this tree still has green leaves. It's also the last tree in the neighborhood to drop all of its leaves. So everybody gets all their leaves raked up, and then this one starts to drop its leaves. So if we zoom in on these, I don't see many buds on these branches on my tree today. Now, okay, bushes are like in the tree family. So this is a bush, okay? This bush already is starting to get buds on it. So we can see the leaf buds that are coming on this bush. So you have your branches that don't have buds on them yet. So we could say, like, this branch right here, it doesn't have any buds on it. And I bet you this branch is dead. But this branch right here has all of these buds. It's a healthy branch. So it's starting to get budding leaves. Now this is a special kind of tree. Do we remember what kind of tree this one is? Yeah, this is an evergreen tree. So we know that evergreen trees, they look the same in the fall, and they look the same in the winter, and they look the same in the spring. So this is an evergreen tree that Mrs. Whitver has in front of her house. Over here, Mrs. Whitver is looking at, these look like they're mini trees. These are big bushes. These are lilac bushes. So we can see that these spring trees are starting to get their buds, and they're quite big. Eventually, these buds will have flower buds on them as well, and they will make the most beautiful purple and the most fragrant lilacs. Ooh, look, I can even see right here. Here's some flower buds on this. Later in the spring, when the lilac leaves are fully developed and the buds are in full bloom, the lilac tree will look like this. All right, science friends, so today with Mrs. Whitver, we walked around my yard and we looked at some spring trees. We looked at big trees, and then we also looked at some bushes. We also saw an evergreen tree, and we looked at what that looks like. So we're gonna think, and we're gonna look back when we had spring trees. We saw some buds that were on them just starting to come out, and those buds, they will grow into those leaves that cover the tree. But for right now, they're just waking up after winter time and those winter trees. So tomorrow, you're going to get your chance to go out and you're going to look for spring trees around where you live. Thanks for joining us for Science today, and we'll see you again some other time. Bye.